Hey guys, so I've gotten a few comments asking how I do my masculine makeup. People asked how I do the contour, and then someone asked how I do my Deku makeup. So I'm just gonna address it all in this video. So it's gonna be kind of like back and forth, I guess. I'll address which parts are which, but I kind of just wanted to do it in one video. One thing I do say is if you have straight eyelashes like me, put your contacts in before you do your makeup. I find it very difficult because I'll put the contact in and then close my eye and my eyelashes will go in to my eye and it hurts, and then I can't get the contact in. Especially if I put mascara on, it just kind of messes with my eyelashes. So I do my contacts first. Might work for you, might not, it's up to you. Another thing, wash your face. Wash your face before you do makeup. You don't want to put makeup on top of dirty skin, oily skin. Wash your face first. Put a moisturizer on. I use primer, you don't have to. I use a pore filling primer here, and then I use a hydrating primer here, which you'll see when I do the makeup. So yeah. Oh, also, if you have facial piercings like me, I have one here and one here. If you're gonna wear them during your cosplay or makeup, change them first before you do your base makeup. If you do your base makeup and then you want to change them or take them out, you're gonna mess with the makeup and you're gonna have to redo those parts. Just a pain. Do it before you do any makeup. I take mine out for some cosplays and I keep them in for some cosplays. I have certain jewelry for certain cosplays. But yeah, I prefer to change them before I do makeup, so take that what you will. Okay, so these are the two primers that I use. This is the Blur Stick by Milk Makeup. There's a lot of product in this. I really highly recommend it if you like the blur look. It's pretty good. And then this is the Master Prime Face Studio Maybelline. Okay, so as you saw, I just kind of blended it all in. So now we're gonna go into foundation. I use the Beauty Blender foundation. It's not my favorite, but it's what I have right now. I actually prefer the e.l.f. foundation, but I'm out of it right now. I just have the bottle. So yeah, we're gonna use this one, and then I just dab it on and go around my face. I work in sections. Alright, so the forehead doesn't have to be perfect. Most cosplays will cover the forehead because a lot of the characters have bangs. Okay, so for contour and highlight, I use the Graftobian makeup, like that. This is cream contour and highlight. I do both cream and powder, so you'll see me do cream first and then go in with powder later. So I start with highlighter. I do highlighter first. So I'll take a flat brush like this, and I go into the lightest shade. I'm pale as frick. And I just go under my eyes. I don't like too much of a lifted look with masculine cosplays. I just like to cover the dark circles. So I only do the inner corners of my eyes and blend it out. And that's all I do for highlight. So I'm gonna blend that in first. Looks a little better, right? So now we're gonna go into the contour. I use this cool tone brown. I prefer to use cool tone colors on me, but it's up to you really. whatever matches your skin is gonna look best. You just gotta figure out if your skin is warm tone or cool tone or neutral. If you're neutral, you can go pretty much either way. I'm pretty cool tone, I guess. So I just take a very little bit amount, very little, because it's the cream contour, and if you get too much, it goes everywhere. So I'll get a little bit, and then I'll go here, and then I'll go down, kind of make a right angle. That's how I do it for my face shape. But it just creates that sunken in appearance. So I'll blend that in and then I'll show you. Okay, so as you can see, this one's more sunken in, and then this one is just chubby cheek. So that's how I do the cream contour for right here. I'm gonna do this side and then I'll show you the rest. Alright, so here's the cheeks. That's how I do the cheeks. I also do the jaw, but I don't really like how I do my jaw. I'm just not very good at it. But I just follow my jawline, and then I'll go up right here a little bit by the ear to kind of make it look more angular. So that's how I do the jaw. Now I'm gonna do the nose. The nose, sometimes I do it differently. Like, sometimes I'll just take this brush, which is an angle brush, and then it's kind of fluffy, so it kind of puts the contour everywhere. But if I want it to be more sharp, like my Songwoo cosplay, I'll use a brush like this, and then I will trace out the line of the nose and then blend it. But for this cosplay, I'm just gonna use this one. So that's how I do this one. I go all the way to the eyebrow. It's just how I do it. But do the other side. Okay, and then just kind of like angle the tip a little bit. And that's all I do for contour. Again, the forehead doesn't really matter for at least most of my cosplays. All of my cosplays, because like all of them have bangs, so I don't even mess with it. Now you're gonna powder. I use the Airspin loose powder for like baking, I guess. But I take the beauty blender, I dip it in the powder, so there's powder, and then go over the eyes first. And then go down to your jaw and go under the contour and kind of leave it so that that cream contour is still there. So don't bring it all the way to your mouth. Just like that. And then I take whatever's left and I powder my forehead and my chin. When you do that, you sometimes will lose part of the cream contour just because it goes over it. So I just use eyeshadow for the powder contour. As you can see, I'm pretty much out of the one I usually use, so now I'm using this one. And I use a brush like this, where it's kind of tapered at the end. I just think it blends a lot better. So take a little bit and then just go over. Just go over the cream contour and bring it back the color. Now we're gonna go over the jaw. and then go over the nose. Okay, so that's basically how I do the bottom makeup, base makeup. Just go over and kind of blend it all together and get rid of the excess powder. Okay, so that's it for the base makeup for my masculine cosplays. Now I would go into eyebrows. Now, all of my cosplays are different. For the people who are asking how I do Deku's eyebrows, I would take a green eyeshadow and just go over my eyebrow, and then take black and blend the tail end of it so it's an ombre. So it goes green to black. So just kind of the tail be black and then blend it in to the green. That's how I do Deku's. I'm doing Bakugo today, so for him, I just do my regular eyebrow makeup, which is like a dark brown, black pomade, and then I'll do eyeshadow over it. So I just spoolie through my eyebrow, and then get a little bit of pomade. I start at the tail end, and I'll like kind of line the bottom first, and then I'll go upwards, and then just kind of outline it and then fill it in. Okay, so just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one, and then I'll be right back. Both eyebrows are done, and it's gonna sound weird, but now I go to lips because I do a plumper because my lips are thin as frick. So I will put on a lip tint first and just put it on the inner part of my lips, so like there's some color. And just kind of blend it out. That way my lips have some kind of color to them. And then I take a second lip tint and I shake it because it's got oil in it. And I'll just take a tiny little bit and I'll put it all over my lips. Like that. This one is a really bad lip tint. That's why I use it, because it will wear off before I'm ready to record or take pictures. But it'll give me color for now, and it'll take the foundation and everything away. So now I take a lip plumper, and it's just a gloss, like a clear or lightly colored gloss, like a nude for your color. And I'll put that on my lips to plump my lips up while I'm finishing the makeup. And by the time I'm ready to record, the gloss is gone. Okay, just like that. So, I don't know if it actually works. I feel like it does, at least a little bit. But we'll see. I don't know. It's just how I like to do it. So now I go to eyeshadow and I go back to that same palette. I only use like this top row really for male cosplays, and I do them all the same. So for people asking for Deku's makeup tutorial, it's all the same. So this is how I do it. So first I take a tapered fluffy brush, and I go in to this really light shade, and I'll just do like this corner and then the crease, and I try to make my eyes look a little wider, I guess. Okay, so now I take a more rounded fluffy brush, and I'll try to muster up something from this pan. If not, I'll go into this one up here. But I take that dark shadow and I'll put it all over the lid and then kind of blend it out to make a V kind of shape. That's like it for eyeshadow. So now I go to eyeliner. I think the NYX Professional Epic liner is like the best liner you can get, at least for a pen, because it's like a very slanted point, so you can kind of just go from like thin to thick on your eyeliner wing. So I do a very small wing for my male cosplays, and I only go to half where my pupil is, and that's about it. So we'll see. Okay, so that's about it. That's it. I just do like a tiny little wing, just because I think it looks good for my eye shape. But we'll go ahead and do this one. Okay, they don't match, but it's fine. Here's where you'd stop for like regular hero, Deku, hero, Bakugo, whatever mask. This is where I'd stop, but I'm doing villain Bakugo today, so I'll show you how to do the scars too. It's nothing fancy. I'm not that great at it, but so I just use this trash palette from Amazon, and I take this brown shade and I'll draw the scars on and then go in with the white in the middle of the scar, to give it kind of like a shape. But I need to go get water, so I'll be right back. It's kind of like drawing a line that's like jagged, and then you go in and go like around it, and I don't know, I do the scars different every time. So I think for today I'm gonna do a scar going across the nose, so we'll start with that. So just like that, you can see how it gets thinner the farther out it goes, and the middle is kind of thicker. So I think that's a good start. Okay, so we're just gonna do this one scar. So now I'll do the white in the middle. I take the smallest brush that I can find and just try to get it in the middle of the scar, and then you'll take your finger and you'll dab it out so that it's kind of like a pale brown instead of white. And it doesn't have to be like through the whole thing, it can just be like parts of it. Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna stop with the makeup. Again, you can see like the lips kind of got bigger, kind of not, I don't know. But the gloss doesn't show up in my videos anyways, so but yeah, this is it for the mask makeup. I'll go put the rest of the cosplay on just so you can see it. But yeah, I almost forgot mascara. So with the mask cosplays, you don't really need to wear mascara. Like, I think this looks okay, but I wear it because my eyelashes are blonde and it kind of shows over the black eyeliner, so I just put mascara on. And yes, I crimp my eyelashes because, again, they're straight as hell, like they're straight. So if I don't crimp them, they'll go into my eyes and it hurts. Okay, now I'll go put the rest of it on. Alright, so this is how the finishing product looks. That's how I like to do it. You can do it any other way, it doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna record and yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't have much to record, so maybe just take pictures.